Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of Sunny's tutorial for Wings of Fire. So you should have completed part 1 and made the 4 legs and the 2 wings. So in this part we're going to start with her head, and then we're going to be doing her back piece, which is, instead of spikes on her back, she has kind of like a flat piece on her back, which you'll see what I mean as we go. But first we want to set up our loom to offset like this, and once we've done that we can start with the head. So I'm taking 2 gold at a time, whatever the main body color is here, 2 like that, and then I'm going to take 2 here and 2 here. Okay, now we have to make her eyes. So I believe she has green eyes. So got to get 2 green bands ready. Alright, so you're going to take a white band first, and you're going to wrap it around your hook, creating 4 loops. Oops. Okay, then you're going to take your eye color, which is green, wrap that around, creating 4 loops, and then your pupil color, which is black, wrap that around, creating 4 loops. Now you're going to take 2 loops of the green, bring it around to the other side of the black, and 2 loops of the white will bring to the other side of the green, like that. Alright, now I'll take 2 gold bands, and I'm going to pull all those bands over onto the 2 gold bands in order. Make sure you pull them in order or they'll get all tangled up. And we will put those right around here. And we want to turn the eye so the good part is facing outward and the crisscross part is facing inward. Alright, let's do the other eye. Same exact thing. Take a white, wrap it around, creating 4 loops. Take a green, and take a black. Bring the green over, bring the white over, and take 2 gold. And we'll put that over here. Okay, good part facing out. Now we'll take 2 gold here, and 2 here, and 2 here. Now I'm going to do orange, okay, for the tip of her snout. So I'm going to take orange, I'm going to take 2 orange here, and 2 here. And I'm going to cap off with an orange, wrapping around, creating 4 loops. Now I'm going to double loop my gold, like this, and again, double looped here. Okay, we're going to start to loop this. Okay, so let's loop up here. Up to here, and we'll do that over here too. In the center, I can just loop up the center all the way. We want to make 2 little horns here. I'm going to be doing white horns. Okay, I'm going to take white band, wrap it around, creating 5 loops. And I'm just going to be double looping 4 white bands and attaching. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then take 3 gold bands, pull on, and what I'm going to do is, as I loop this final set, I'm going to pull that horn on like that. Alright, let's do the other one. 3, 4, 5, double loop, white, clean, double loop again, and a 3rd time, and a 4th time. Then we'll take 3 gold bands and pull that on pretty clean. Okay, and as we loop this guy, we'll pull that on there, just like that. Alright, and we will tie off our ends here. Alright, so it looks like this. Looks kind of weird, right? Looks very strange. I'm gonna just twist the eye so the good part of the eye is facing outward. Okay. Alright, so it looks like that. Okay. Alright, let's do the next layer. Alright, so 2 gold at a time. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go to orange. So 2 orange here, 2 orange here, and here, and here. Okay, back to the gold. Okay, we did 3 sets there, we'll do 3 sets here. Okay, and now we will double loop the gold. Like that. Alright, I'm going to take the gold onto my hook, wrap around creating 5 loops. Then I'm going to take 2 golds, pull that cap band on there, and I'm going to wrap this right around here. Okay. And now I'm going to double loop gold across here, and double loop gold across there, and double loop gold across here. Now I'm going to take 2 golds here, and 2 here. Alright, let's do her nostrils now. So take a black band, wrap around your hook, creating 5 loops. Take another black, same thing, and double loop a gold. Pull black onto there. And actually, you know what? Put the loop on your hook like that, just because these 2 should actually be orange. So sorry about that. So let's take these 2 double loops off and just replace them with 2 orange. So just make sure they go under that this piece here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, that gold piece is still on the top. Alright, let's put the loops of these nostrils, 2 around there and 2 around here. Spread the nostrils apart. We will take 2, the 4 loops in the middle, and bring them up like that. Okay, alright, now we're going to make her ears. So we're going to take gold, and wrap it around our hook, creating 5 loops. We'll double loop a gold. Pull that on there. We'll double loop another gold. She's a little smaller than the other guy, so her ears are going to be a little smaller. And 1 more. Wrapped around here. Okay, let's do that on the other side. I just don't want that to be too large, that ear. You know what, let's do it just 2. Just, 2 double loops. Okay, we don't want it to be too long. Alright, let's do another one just like that. Okay. Okay, just like that. Alright, now I'm going to start to loom, so just pay attention to what I'm doing. First I'm going to go loop this orange double looped band, and if this comes off, you want to put it back on. Put the loops all back on. Right here, same thing. Alright, then I'm going to start looping up this 2, 3 times. So 2, 3, like that. I think here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now take this piece, turn her upside down so the eyes are kind of sticking up and the horns are sticking down. Go through this cap band. And I'm going to grab these two orange bands and I'm going to pull the cap band on like that. So now we can flip her head the right way. We're going to wrap that first set of loops that's right behind the capping band around this peg. Next set of loops wrapped around this peg, and last set around there. So now we can loop up. Okay, so now once we're here, we're going to gently just bring this back forward and loop this up to here and stop. Alright, I'm going to lift her up a little bit, not a lot, just a little, so we don't overstretch the bands. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this set right before where the eye is, the two bottom loops, wrap them around this peg and loop up. Same thing on this side. Two bands right before the eye, bottom loops, wrap around and loop up. Lift her off one more set, a little bit. Okay. Let's go to, okay, so now we're at the eye set. We're going to go behind the eye, but it's the set that the eye is on. Wrap around and loop up. Same thing over here. Wrap around, loop up. And to these three pegs, we're going to attach these sets here. One set around here. Set around there. And this guy goes around here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to tie off with any random color. I'm going to use just yellow here, so use a different color than the black or whatever color you use to tie off that part. Okay. And I will gently lift her off. Oh, look how cute. She's a good little head. She's a little girl. Okay. Now these eyes we can kind of, might be some gold bands in the way, you can kind of just tuck them behind her in front so the eyes are more visible. Okay, like that. Alright. And with horns, you can always make them go the way you want them to by sticking your hook through and tugging the direction you want them to bend. Okay? And so I'm going to make this one bend as well. Okay? Alright, now we're going to do the bottom jaw for her. Oh, she's so cute and little. Alright, let's do her bottom jaw. So I'm taking gold, 2 here, and 2 here. And now I'm going to double loop 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now I'm going to take 2, go here, and here. And now we'll double loop the rest of the way. Okay, just untwisting the band so they're not all twisted up. And once we've done that, then we can do our double looped horizontals. These are almost all double looped. Okay, this final set at the top here, we'll take 2 and put them on like that. Alright, we're going to cap off here, wrapping a gold band around, creating 4 loops. Alrighty, and now we will begin looping. So let's loop over this first set of diagonals, then we'll loop over this set, then we'll go up the center up to here where we're going to be making the tongue. So the tongue, I'm using fuchsia, you can use pink if you want. Wrap around, creating 5 loops. We're going to double loop, attach that. We're going to attach 7 to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more, 7. Okay, that's going to get wrapped right around here, and then we'll loop up that final set there. Alright, now here, we are going to loop up to here, okay, and same thing over here. To there. And now we're going to take her, and we're going to go through, if you turn the top of the head upside down, you can count, oh, you know what, let's take off these black tying bands first. So take off these, so you only have the yellow ones on, so we don't confuse ourselves. Okay, great. Alright, so now I'm counting 3 sets here. So here's the first set, 2, 3. The third set we're going through that the whole set or the bottom. Let's go through the whole set. All 4 loops wrap around this peg. And then loop up 1 time. Let's do that on the other side. So same thing, the third set, go through the 4 loops. I don't go through the horizontal band, just the 4 loops of the vertical bands. Okay, loop up. And here we're going to attach the bottom corner loops of the next setup. Loop up. Okay, same thing here. So bottom corner of the next set. And loop up. Alright, I'm going to attach, or tie off with a different color. I'm going to use black here. So I used yellow for the top 3 sets, and here I'm using black. You can take this off. Aw, and then the tongue we want to stick through the mouth. Back through the mouth. Ew, looks like I made the tongue kind of long, which we can shorten it easily without messing the whole project up. Heh heh. Okay, I'm going to shorten that tongue. So what we can do is pull it back through the back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hook through this middle set here. And I'm going to pull off the tying band. I'm going to release, okay, grab the top loops, release the tongue. Ew, what the heck? Oh, I guess I had the wrong loop. Oops. Grab, grab the loops back on your hook. I have to re-grab that other one. Hold on. Just ignore what I'm doing right now. I'm just fixing this. Oh, okay, this goes. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be easier than this. I just grabbed the wrong loop. That's why it's being more difficult than it needs to be. Okay. Alright, anyway. Just ignore what I just was doing. So you took the tongue off And you have the loops back on your hook for now. Okay, I'm just going to take off 3 sets off the tongue, or 2. Maybe 2 would be best. Yeah, let's just take off 2. And then we can put this back on our hook, or we'll have to hold these loops with our fingers whilst we put the tongue on our hook, and then wrap the loops around and pull the tongue onto there. Fun, right? Sorry, I thought the tongue would be a good length, but it was done a little too long. And then we retie that off. We just took the tongue off, made it shorter, and reattached it. So that's better now. See? Cute. Oh, this is so cute. Cute. Okay. We've made her little head. Now we're going to make her back piece. So I'm going to be using orange for this. This is going to be done in several steps. 5 steps. Okay, so move your loom to rectangular, and we'll take 2 bands at a time of orange. I'm doing orange for her back piece. Okay. Instead of like spikes on her back, she has like one long orange flat piece of whatever. So that's what this is. Oh my. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 2, let me think here, 2 pieces laying like that, and then we'll take 2 like that, 2 like that, 2 here, here. Okay, now for our horizontals, we'll take 2 and stretch them like this. These are actually verticals, but they're still horizontals technically because we're not going to loom them. Alright, now I'm just going to cap off in this corner with a single band wrapping around, creating 4 loops. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first loop all the way up here. Oh, and I'm also going to take 2 bands and just lay them like that. Okay. Okay, now these 2 right here, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to bring like that forward, and we'll tie off the end here. Just like that. And now we can loop over all the other guys. But leave these 2 loose bands hanging like that. Alright, now we're going to tie off all these loose ends with whatever color, doesn't matter. So there's like 12 ends here. So we will tie all of them off. Oh, I forgot this guy. Don't forget any. Do not forget any. And then we carefully lift it off. Oops, forgot to tie this guy off. Figures are... The nice thing about this, though, is if you forget to tie one off, it doesn't ruin the whole thing. Like, you can always just put the 2 bands on and then 2 bands more and then tie it off. Like, it's not the end of the world if you forget a set. Okay, so it looks like this with this random loose set here. Okay? So it looks like that. Alright, let's work on the next part. We're doing like 4 of these. Okay. Continuing. Might even be easier to turn your loom this way and do it. Alright, again, we'll put 2 bands hanging there. Okay, and now I'm going to take 2 bands and put them across those 2. Okay, and now we'll take 2 and stretch them across every 3. Like that. Now we're going to take that piece that we made before and we're going to find the end with this random loose band, and that's going to go right like that, and this guy is going to go right around here. Whoops. So this random end here goes right around here. Alright, so all the tied ends are facing that way. Okay. And now we can just continue our... Oops. Make sure you don't grab the those guys first. You always want to grab verticals first. Okay, again here, we'll take these 2 bands. Okay, turn them into 4 loops. And we'll tie off. Alright, and now we'll go back. Oops. We will loop across all the sets. Oops, I got the tying band stuck in there. Okay. Alright, and again, we will tie off all these ends. Okay, so I'm going to try not to miss any like I missed the one in the last round. Erg. Let's try that again. Make sure you pull it tight enough. Alrighty, pull this off now. weird to pull it off in this direction, isn't it? Take off the tying band up here at the top, like that. Alright, so now it looks like this, right? Alright. And we have this sort of loose set here, which we will be using in the next part, okay? Like that. And this guy. Okay. Part 3 of 5. Haha. Evil laugh. I'm using these bands that I've had forever. They're from like 2013. 2 years ago. Alright. Let's do part 3. Do-do-do-do. Okay, now, as before, we'll drop 2 bands here, and we'll go down. Okay. And here again we'll drop 2 bands on there, and then we will do the horizontals like this. Alright, now we'll take the snake piece, whatever it is. Okay, wrong end. Should grab the right end. Whoops. Okay, the tied off ends are facing that way. This loose horizontal in here is going to go around here, and this extra set will go right around here. Whoops. Hey, get back on there, you horizontals. Come on. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, wrap around like that. And we will loop up first. Actually, we're only doing 4 parts of this, not 5 parts, so the next part is the last one. Yay! I know you're very relieved, right? Alright, again up here, we will do the loop thing. Okay, so take black band, or whatever color, tie off. Oops. Oops, let's hook that back over. It shouldn't come off. And we will loop over. sure those horizontals stay on there. All right. Yay, one more part. Oh, she's gonna be cool. Alright, one more. Okay. I'm gonna double loop the band here. And we'll take two like this. Just like that. And we'll take our piece. Okay. The really loose horizontal bands will go around these two pegs, and this random set will go around here. Yay! And now I will just finish looming this and tying it. Okay. So we'll loop up this set. Alright. We'll just tie off these remaining ends. Yay! Alright, so you have a really long strip of orange, it looks like, right? You can take off there's a few black tying bands at the top, which you can take off, but like this guy here. Put the whole row on the bottom you want to leave on. Alright, and good job. So once you've done that, go to part 3. I will see you over there, everyone.